Hi everyone. Week 1 is done and we're on to week 2. And of course, I had to write something up for you. So let's get into it. We've made it to week 2. And I am so proud of all the success you have achieved in just 1 week. Setting boundaries and enforcing them are no easy task. However, it's a key component to both self-love and self-care. Setting boundaries can be scary, but working in fear is detrimental to success and happiness. When boundaries are not only created but also enforced, we notice how real, genuine people and opportunities begin to show up in our lives. But why is that? Boundaries get rid of things that are harmful, whether that be people, jobs, or anything else in your life that you need a limit on, including ourselves. Yes, we need to set boundaries within first so that it can become second nature when we're setting them with others. Here's an example. You have no money, yet you use your credit card to go out to dinner instead of staying home and preparing what you already have in the refrigerator. However, you complain you're in debt and have constant credit card bills to pay. Does a boundary need to be set? Sure. A couple of boundaries can be established. First, I will not eat out if I do not have the money for it. Because second, credit cards are for emergencies. So that was 2 boundaries I set. The first one was not eating out if I don't have the money, that was the first. The second is I'm not going to use my credit card unless it's an emergency. Now that's just personal boundaries. And once you create and enforce boundaries on yourself, it will be easier to do with anyone and everything else, right? So let's say you created those boundaries for yourself and your friend calls and says, hey, let's go out tonight and get dinner and drinks. You check your account and you only have money for the bills you just paid. You have credit cards, yet you only use them for emergencies. At this point, the answer is easy for you. No, not tonight. I'm unavailable, but thanks for the invite. Now you realize that when you set the boundary for yourself and enforce it, it then in turn becomes easier to set the boundary with someone else. Saying no is easy because you already told yourself no first. I'll give you one more example. When it comes to doing favors for people, you may find that your time and money are short quite often due to all the favors you take on. Is there a boundary you can set for yourself there? Now, I know I'm working with a lot of kind-hearted people, so I won't make this one too hard. The boundary is this. I will only help someone once because my time and resources are valuable. And I am being kind and generous the first and only time I help someone. Yes, one time. That alone is more than you need to do because honestly, you don't have to do even that. However, this boundary will help when someone asks you for help numerous times. Why is that? Because you can let them know. I was generous enough to help you last week, but at this time I am unable to assist any further. This way, you enforced your personal boundary, which made it easier to enforce that boundary with that individual. I challenge you this week, if someone you have already assisted at least once in the past asks you for anything, use this boundary and tell me how it works. Their reaction will help you determine their place in your life, but that will be for another video. Self-alignment is the goal here, and you have to put yourself first. This week we are going to dive deep in setting personal boundaries internally with ourselves so that it becomes easier to set them externally with other people and things. It's a form of self-care. Now let's get started.